Hi Junior 6, welcome in our general revision. First question, I need to find the union between z negative, 0 and z positive. Let's remember that the set of integers z consists of three subsets, z negative, 0 and z positive. From this Venn diagram or from this figure, I can determine that the union of the three subsets gives me the set of integers z. Also, we know from the previous year that the set of positive integers union the 0 gives me the set of natural numbers, which implies by n. By this way, I can draw another Venn diagram represent the set of integers z consists of two subsets, the set of negative integers and the set of natural numbers. And from this, I can find the difference between z and n, the set of integers difference the set of natural numbers gives me the set of negative integers z negative. Second question, I need to find the absolute of negative 11 and the absolute of 7. Let's remember that the absolute means to find the value of the integer regardless its direction or regardless its sign. So any negative integer gets out from the absolute lines as a positive integer. So the absolute of negative 11 gives me 11 and the absolute of 7 also gives me 7. Third question, I need to compare between integers. I need to use the sign less than or greater than. So let's remember first that negative integers are smaller than 0 and 0 smaller than positive integers. So the smaller or the smallest is the negative integers, after that 0, after that positive integers. By this way, negative 3 and 4 is greater. Here 0 and negative 1, 0 is greater. Negative 10 and negative 4, which greater? The integer which is near to the 0 is greater. So negative 4 is greater. Here, without thinking, the positive integer is greater than the negative 1. For the question, I need to use properties to find negative 15 plus 35 plus 15. First, I used to search about the additive inverse. Here, I found additive inverse. Two integers represent additive inverse, which are negative 15 and 15. I will put them near to each other like this, and I use the commutative property in doing this. After that, I will put them between brackets, and this property is called associative property. Any two additive inverse, when I add them, gives me 0. And here I use the property of additive inverse. and 0 plus any integer. 0 is the additive identity, so gives me the same integer, and I use the property of additive identity. At last, 35 is element from the set of integers, so the result from the set of integers, which is closure property. In this question, I need to find 8 to power 3 or cubed 8. Let's remember that 8 to power 3, 8 is called the base and 3 is called the power. And that means I will multiply 8 by itself 3 times. 8 times 8 times 8, and it is called repeated multiplication, and equals 512. Here I need to find the area of a circle. Its diameter 8 centimeter. I have pi equal 3.40. Let's remember the rule of the area of a circle. Area of a circle equals pi r squared. I don't have the radius in the question, but I have the diameter. I can find the radius from it by dividing it by 2. Then the radius 8 divided 2 equals 4 centimeter. Now I can substitute in the rule to find the area of a circle. 3.14 times squared 4, which equals 50.24 squared centimeter. Find the lateral area and the total area of a cube. Its edge length 5 centimeter. The lateral area of the cube equals the area of one face times 4. Let's find first the area of one face, which is squared s, which is squared 5 equals 25 square centimeter. Then the lateral area equals 25 times 4 equals 100 square centimeter. And the total area of the cube equals the area of one face times 6, which is 25 times 6 equals 150 square centimeter. Here I need to find the lateral area and the total area of a cuboid. Its length 5 centimeter, its width 4 centimeter, and its height 6 centimeter. Let's remember that the lateral area of the cuboid equals the perimeter of the base times the height. Let's find first the perimeter of the base, which is in a shape of a rectangle, and the perimeter of the rectangle, length plus width times 2. 5 plus 4 times 2, 18 centimeter. Then our lateral area equals 18 times 6 equals 108 square centimeter. And the total area of the cuboid equals the lateral area plus twice the area of the base. Let's find the area of the base first, which is length times width equals 20 square centimeter, and from it I can find the total area by substitution in our rule, which is 108 plus twice the 20 equals 148 square centimeter. In this question, I need to find the length of AB. Let's write first our points. The point A, -5 and 4, left, then up. The point B, 3 and 4, right, then up. To find the length of AB, I will just find the absolute of the coordinate which changes. Which coordinate changes here? X coordinate. So the length of AB, I will write X coordinate -5 minus 3, which is the absolute of -8, gives me 8 units. And I can check my answer by counting the units. The triangle ABC, in which A 5 and 6, B 9 and 6, C 7 and 10. I need to find the image of this triangle by translation x minus 4 and y minus 5. I will write again our points: A 5 and 6, B 9 and 6, C 7 and 10. After that, I can find the image of each point using our translation given in our question. I will subtract 4 from x coordinate like this, and subtract 5 from y coordinate like this. So the image of the point A equals 1 and 1, and I will plot it in our coordinate plane. By the same way, I can find the image of the point B, gives me 5 and 1, and also plot it in our plane. And the last point, 7 minus 4 and 10 minus 5, gives me the new point, our image of the point C, 3 and 5. Plot it also on the coordinate plane, then join your new points to find the image of the triangle ABC by translation x minus 4 and y minus 5. Thank you, Junior 6, for listening, and good luck. And remember that I love you and missed you very, very much.